Today's Good Trouble moment coincides with Pride Month, and originally I had helped arrange for a member of the LGBTQ+ community to help deliver this message. Because I feel that whenever possible, we need to make sure those who are directly impacted by specific issues are able to be the ones who get the mic, who can speak their truth, who can share from their own experiences. And when things fell through, I realized that I could at least speak as an ally. And a big part of being an ally is admitting when you mess up and learning to live with messing up. It doesn't feel great. Sometimes we call somebody the wrong name. Sometimes we use the wrong pronouns. Sometimes we tell a joke that we think is funny and we later learn is actually pretty insensitive. And being an ally is understanding that those things are going to happen, and yet we can learn from them and grow from them and help be better partners in this fight for equality and justice. And so on the issue of gender identity, I wanted to read a children's book I came across that really breaks it down, because I know a lot of people have questions around gender identity and pronouns and what constitutes male and female and all these things. So many of us have gotten used to just what we've grown up with, what we've been told. So this might help us be better allies. It's a book called It Feels Good to Be Yourself. This is Ruthie. She's a transgender girl. That means when she was born, everyone thought she was a boy, until she grew a little older, old enough to tell everyone that she's actually a girl. Girl is Ruthie's gender identity. This is Ruthie's brother, Xavier. Xavier is a cisgender boy. That means when Xavier was born, everyone thought he was a boy. And as he grew older, it turned out everyone was right. He is a boy. Boy is Xavier's gender identity. There are many ways to be a boy or a girl. Too many to fit in a book. But not everyone feels like either a boy or a girl. Non-binary is a helpful word that can describe a kid who doesn't feel exactly like a boy or a girl. This is Ruthie's friend Alex. Alex is both a boy and a girl. When Alex was born, everyone thought Alex was a girl, but Alex is both boy and girl. This is Alex's gender identity. This is Alex's friend, JJ. JJ is neither a boy nor a girl. Ever since JJ was very little, they never felt exactly like a boy or a girl. They just felt like themselves. This is JJ's gender identity. Alex and JJ are both non-binary. Just like there are many different ways to be a boy or a girl, there are many different ways to be non-binary. Too many to fit in a book. Some kids feel like girls, some kids feel like boys. Some kids feel like a bit of both, part boy, part girl. Some kids don't feel exactly like a boy or a girl. They feel like neither. Some kids feel that their gender identity isn't always the same. It's often changing. And even when all these possible ways to be, some kids don't feel any of the words they know fit them exactly right. There are a never-ending number of ways to be yourself in the world. Whether you feel like a boy, a girl, both or neither, or if you describe yourself another way, that is your gender identity. Your gender identity might match what people thought you were when you were born. Or it might not. See, when you were born, you couldn't tell people who you were or how you felt. They looked at you and made a guess. Maybe they got it right, maybe they got it wrong. What a baby's body looks like when they're born can be a clue to what the baby's gender will be, but not always. When people guess wrong, it's okay to let them know. Ruthie was 5 when she told her parents, "I know you think I'm a boy, but really, I feel like a girl." Oops, Ruthie was a girl all along. They just didn't know it at first. When people guess right, it's also okay to let them know. Xavier was 3.5 when he told his family, "I'm a boy. I like being a boy." You might feel like a boy. You might feel like a girl. You might feel like both boy and girl, or like neither. You might feel like your gender changes from day to day, or from year to year. You might feel that none of these words describe you perfectly. You might not be sure yet. Maybe you're still figuring it out. Your feelings about your gender are real. Listen to your heart. No matter what your gender identity is, you are okay exactly the way you are, and you are loved. It feels good to be yourself, doesn't it? Here's hoping all of us can help more people feel good about being themselves.